Have you ever had a dream that you had? Have you ever had a dream that you had? You do what you want. You could do so. You could do so. You could do so. Him to do you so much. Him to do you so much. You want him to do you so much you could do anything.
All right. Let's see if I can still do this. It's got quite a rumble. My God. It feels crazy being back on a bike again. Oh my God, my first motovlog in a million fucking years. Oh man, this bike is nice, man. So for those of you that don't know, this is an 03 Honda Superhawk 996 or 1000F. I've always wanted one of these things, and it's actually pretty nice. It's definitely got a lot more engine vibration than what I was expecting to, unlike my old bikes. But damn, it is responsive, man. It's a very nice riding position. And it's really responsive. Man, this thing is nice. Toast to Go had one of these. And I can see why he wanted it, man. This thing is great. But this is just my review. This isn't my bike. Don't get that twisted. I'm not actually owning a bike right now. As much as I would love to own this thing, my God, it is great. Man, this is a really nice bike. I don't know why these weren't more popular, as they were new back in the day. I know for it being a 996, it should have more power too. It should have a lot more power. But for being a naked bike, it's going to be detuned, obviously. But man, this thing, it feels great. It has plenty of power for its weight. Right amount of torque. The engine actually sounds really nice. I mean, like I said, the vibrations are a little bit more than what I'm used to. Let's go back to the second. But Orion Sports, excuse me, Orion Motorsports is allowing me to ride this bike. And I thank them very much for giving me the opportunity to get back on a bike for a little bit. Oh man, it feels great to be back on a bike. Oh my God, now I just want a new bike. Oh man. This is just too awesome. I thought I was gonna be afraid of getting back on the bike. I thought I was gonna be afraid of getting in an accident again, but there's like zero fear whatsoever. I mean, I'm a little bit more cautious now. Like, I'm tweeting a lot because all these people are fucking like putting on their brakes, and obviously that's how I got in my last accident. Was some dude slammed on his brakes just right in front of me. Look at this guy. Oh my God, that's a nice bike. I would definitely own one of these VTRs, man. This thing is sick. Yeah, so obviously I'm having more and more feelings for this bike, and I'm just kind of getting a feel of what kind of bike I want to get. And my selection isn't too large, obviously, but it's got a nice little link to it. And the few bikes that I have chosen to kind of, I guess, consider for my next bike would obviously be this. And then there's the Z1000, which Ian187 has. Very nice. I like those quite a bit. I've ridden one of those a few times. As well as a CB919. That's the Hornet for those of you that don't know what it looks like. I'll put a picture right there. Those are great. It's got about the same amount of horsepower and torque as my old VFR did, but it's just naked. It's got a little bit more torque. And I'm also considering getting myself, which everybody I think is now considering getting, is a Triumph Speed Triple. And I also like the Speed 4s. Before I bought the VFR, I was out test riding one of those. And if it wasn't for it being all sorts of fucked, I probably would have bought it. But the guy that I was originally going to buy it from kept trying to tell me all this wackadoo nonsense, like, oh, there's nothing wrong with it, it's perfect. And what he didn't realize is that I brought somebody along with me that knows a little bit more about bikes than I do. Now, I'm not stupid when it comes to motorcycles. I do know quite a good amount. But it's always nice to have a second opinion, so I brought my buddy Ahmad out. And after the test ride, he took a look at it. He found all sorts of problems with it. And he said, dude, I don't even waste my time or my money on getting this. And I really wanted this Speed 4. So I just thought it was great, but he said I would have put more money into it than what I would have spent buying the thing. So I wound up not getting the Speed 4, as you can tell from my old vlogs. It's great to get back on my bike and just vlog and just, I don't know, there's something about riding a motorcycle, man, that just makes me extremely happy. And I cannot wait to start working a good job, get my girlfriend, you know, kind of settled in, kind of get ourselves squared away, and then I'm going to start putting some money towards a motorcycle. And I really like this 996. It is great. And I've already gotten used to that vibration. The rear brake is spongy, which is alright. I kind of a little bit more responsive in a sense, but it's easy to flick this thing around. Like, I can just tell, like, the weight balance is perfect. It has a really good center of gravity. It doesn't feel like it wants to lean one way to the other when I'm making the turn or anything like that. And that's really nice. So this will be one of my top considerations on my next bike. And I can see myself riding this, honestly. I mean, the blue I don't care for too much, but that's just simple stuff that can be fixed. I would definitely rock it though. But if it came down to it, I'd probably get like a red or something, or maybe a black. Black goes with everything, right? Woo! This is gonna be a major shout out video. No, really, I just wanted to say congratulations to my buddy Do It With Dan. Dan has gotten ridiculous amounts of subscribers in the past couple of months, man, and now hitting over 100,000. My God! Congratulations, brother. You did a really good job, man. I mean, your content is just some of the best stuff YouTube has to offer. That's a nice little stunt bike. Holy shit. So well deserved, Dan. I am so proud of you, man. To good to see somebody that puts a lot of heart and soul and effort. And you're a really great guy, man. So I'm glad that you've got to where you are, and I hope you know, are able to get more and more, I guess, subs as time goes by, because I really want to see your channel just become like the best of the best. So again, congratulations to Do It with Dan. If you know who I am, then you definitely know who Dan is. So. Man, this bike is fantastic. The brakes are a bit wobbly, like I said, but man, it is just a good bike all in all. And the one thing I like about these bikes is I like the old school setup for the tach, the speedometer and all that stuff, but they use digital gauges. Like, they use more modern technology to do your readouts, but they keep it classic in a sense, and that's what I like in motorcycles. I like the uniqueness that different bikes bring to the table. I'm not all about like 100% pure readout digital stuff. I'm not all about the computer operated nonsense. And I'm definitely one for, I guess, breaking out from the, I guess, common bikes. So this VTR would probably be one of my top choices for the replacement of the VFR. And there's power all throughout, which I like about this bike too. On my old scooter, the power didn't come in until, I don't know, about maybe 5,000–6,000 grand. Woo. Okay, let's go. Sorry, I lost track of what I was saying. No, it came in about 5 grand or so, and that's when the VTEC just really took over. But man, that thing had some power when it came in. But this, I like, it's just a simple balance. Everything is just right there at your fingertips. It wants to go. I like little reservoirs too, that's nice. That's really, really nice. Let's go, bike, let's go. But I can tell you one thing, if I ever come across a CBR Blackbird, the 1100, I had one when I was in California. I had that for about a year or so. Whew. Let me tell you, it's game over. If I find one of those, I'm going right back to it. But this is one of the top contenders. The Z1000 top contender. The 919 is top contender. And possibly SV1000. Suzuki makes a really nice bike. So those are kind of my options right now for what I want to work towards. And obviously none of these bikes are going to be ridiculously in price either. Man, what a great bike this has been. There's only 13,000 miles on this bike. That's nanners. For an 03, holy nanners. I want to go, but this guy doesn't want to go. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ugh. Oh, why do people do that to their cars? Ugh. Why do you ride your brakes? Stop it! Stop riding your brakes! Take your kid to school! The kid should be at school! I don't care. If your kid wants to be dumb, let him be dumb. Take him out of school. Who cares? Maybe he's got a doctor's appointment. I don't know. I'm just talking out my ass. This guy rode his brakes the entire fucking way. Get your ass out of the way! Man, I really need to thank Orion for letting me ride this bike, man. This is definitely been an inspiring ride. I'm just hoping that the audio has been working the entire time with this new GoPro. Boop. What's going on? Whee! Come on, where the hell is this kickstand at? Jesus Lord Nelly. That was great. Oh my God, that was great.